Inside these doors, there's a lot being said, but for some, it's not about what's being said in here as much as what's being done out here.
Chelsea says social media made the whole situation worse, so she made Savannah turn off her phone. That way she could focus on being a kid. I'm standing in downtown El Paso where Beto O'Rourke just finished his first campaign rally for his presidential run. Militia groups are trying to protect areas like this one, Monument Marker 1, where there is no wall. In fact, right now I'm actually standing in Mexico, but when I step over this line, I'm in the United States. Using the spin scooters is easy. All you have to do is open up your phone, get the app, scan the code, and you're good to go. What's not so easy is finding out where they went. The shed is right in the middle of construction, with phase 1 on one side and phase 3 on the other. New Mexico Department of Transportation says they meet with businesses just like this one to talk about their issues. Walking into La Fiesta Bakery, you're met with a sweet aroma of freshly baked goods. From cakes to donuts and scones, the Montoyas have been baking up delicacies for every sweet tooth for over 13 years.
It's our livelihood, it's our bread and butter, literally.
It's on Valley Drive, and it is surrounded by construction. In the first month of construction alone, they say they lost 80% of their revenue.
No entry here. You gotta go with the Hadley.
Gina and her husband rely on the winter months for business, but she says the construction killed any hope they had to keep going.
No business, no customers.
So right across that barrier is where La Fiesta Bakery is located, but it's very difficult to get there because of the large barriers. So in order to do so, you have to turn into Hadley Drive and gain access from the back. Every month, along with other business owners, they go to a meeting with the New Mexico Department of Transportation.
The Sun News has said I have been the most vocal, and I have been because I have obviously the most to lose.
Project manager Ryan Tafoya says the project is necessary to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act, and says with any project, they keep businesses in mind.
We always try to work with the businesses and provide them the best access as possible, as well as signs directing customers of where they need to access those facilities.
But Gina says they didn't do enough.
They didn't even do their homework to see how this would affect anybody.
She's grateful her customers stood by them.
It's come through and rallied, and at the same time, we've had people come in and cry. It's like tears aren't going to get us anywhere. And so hoping the best for us, and hoping we can open up, and just hoping.
The eyes of the nation were on El Paso early Saturday morning, days after former Congressman Beto O'Rourke announced he is running for president. Thousands crowded into downtown to show their support for the El Paso native.
He's just a wonderful, fantastic human being.
Flags and signs waving high, just a few blocks from the border.
He understands what it's like to be from a border town.
Feel a lot more excited.
It's all about community, it's all about love, it's all about hope.
Human aspect to him that is missing in our politics.
Once O'Rourke took the stage, he touched on the major issues of the day.
They were called to contribute to our shared success.
Immigration.
Human beings struggling.
Let's pay our teachers what they are worth.
Education.
Everything that he said about K through 12, school, universal pre-K, I like that stuff.
We're educators are important to, America.
Unrestrained money and influence.
And corruption.
Think it's time to end big money?
Supporters say they are eager.
So encouraged and inspired by everything that he was saying.
And they say O'Rourke is the one to lead the way. Sixth grader Savannah Tirre was walking to the bus when she found herself in this terrible situation for being gay.
There was no reason because that student had come out too.
I did not think that the world in 2019 was as criticized towards gay rights.
Savannah's mom, Chelsea, says she was furious.
Thank God Zia's closed, because I would have been there in a heartbeat.
The attack was on a weekday, but the video surfaced on Snapchat over the weekend.
She got on long-term suspension.
This isn't the first time Savannah has been bullied for her sexuality. She was also bullied at Picacho Middle School, so she left. When she first moved to Zia, she suffered from seizures due to PTSD.
They're emotional seizures that she can't control.
But bullying doesn't stop Savannah from being a kid. She plays basketball and goes to Boys and Girls Club.
I was just like a normal kid.
She just loves to be with family. She's smart, adventurous, and she'll talk to anybody.
Chelsea says since coming out, Savannah is more herself.
She's a little bit more understanding of the world around her.
She's proud of how Savannah handled the situation and happy with the community support.
When things like this happen, unfortunate events happen like this, it's always great that you have all these people that have known you for years and then now their children support her.
Chelsea says she even advocates for the little girl who attacked her daughter.
So it's an insecurity, it's something that they don't get redirection from at home.
Savannah also has advice for anyone going through something similar.
Just be yourself.
Allysa Tellez, News 22.